Well, good evening, everybody. It's a big pleasure for me to welcoming you, Nastia and Winson. Hi, welcome.
Hi.
Hello, thanks for
Nice to
having
see
us.
both of you.
Thank you.
Of course, with great pleasure. It's really a big honor for me, guys, to speak with you in this WDSF live talk. Now, today, already at 6 o'clock Central European time, because, of course, as we all know, you live in Hong Kong. So
Yeah,
all the way across the earth, and really appreciate it because for you it's very late. Correct? What time it is?
Yes, it's 12
it's
o'clock.
midnight.
Yeah.
Midnight.
Midnight. So you are really staying awake to speak with everybody in the WDSF community and to share more
We don't
Yeah.
perspectives of yourself.
in Hong Kong. You don't sleep so early. Most people
Ah,
sleep way later.
really, really. So is,
Yeah.
is that also the reason why you moved back, Winston, to Hong Kong? Why you decided to start living there?
I mean, well, during the COVID time, um, I came back to Hong Kong because the visa expired in Europe. So
Ah,
I made an extension. So the police, I had to go to the police station. They allowed me to overstay my visa for 1 month because all the flights were, let's say, canceled.
yeah.
And then I thought that there were still no flights and I couldn't get out of Europe. So I had to go another month and extended my stay for another month. And then on the third time, they said that this is your last time. You have to leave Europe. So then on the first flight that there was, I left Europe to Hong Kong. And then I started to like live in Hong Kong and I really enjoyed it. And then when Hong Kong basically shut, because it was like vice versa. When Europe shut down, Hong Kong was fine. Everything was working normally.
Really.
But then when Hong Kong shut down, Europe opened up.
Yeah.
So then when Europe opened up, comps started to happen again. Then we decided to move back to Europe. So we basically stayed in Hong Kong for a year. And then we went back to Europe for 6 months. And then after that, we had a talk and we were like, oh, we really like Hong Kong. And we just
Yeah.
decided to move.
Fantastic. Well, it's a big pleasure for me speaking with you in Hong Kong now. I hope to see you very soon. I understand you will be dancing next week in Europe, so you will be
Yes, of course.
gearing up and preparing for travels. Great, great, great. But now, of course, it's time for the WDSF audience, and I already saw it running through the screen. If you have any questions for Nastia or for Winston, please address them in the chat. It's very easy, and they are really happy to support you. Ah, that's nice. Already from Joanne Clifton. Hi, Joanne.
Oh,
Nice that you
wow.
are joining. Anything you want to say to Joanne?
Hi. How are you
It's
doing?
been such a long time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we miss you. Hope to see
Yeah.
you soon somewhere in England.
Yeah.
Maybe come for a show.
Yeah.
That would be great. Why not? Eh? Why
Yeah.
not? Yeah. Well, Nastia, if I can start with you, because you are a couple which is very attractive, nearly always the crowd pleasers, very popular with everybody. What is it that you saw in this special guy, Winson, before you even started to dance, that you said, this is going to be my guy? With him, I want to start my dancing career. What was so special about him? Can you just give your perspective?
Well, I think it's like a couple of things because I think first of all what bought me, I would say it's a sense of humor. And definitely this is something that I learned from Winston because coming from Russia, I was a very, very serious girl. Very, like, I mean, very serious. So then, like, I learned that from him, and I love that about him. And of course, I think it's his charisma because just every day with Winston is a better day. When he's not there, it's not so good day. Not so fun.
Then you balance out a bit, eh? When he is away, then you have the world for yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he learned like being serious from me, but I learned having fun from him.
I think
Yeah.
you learned better than I learned.
Well, it's nice because you complement each other. Eh? And if I would ask you the same question, Winston, what made it that you chose for Nastia to dance with?
Her beauty, for sure. I mean, as a teenage boy, you see a very beautiful girl. I mean, directly when I saw her, I was like, she's the one.
Yeah. Wow.
Like, I didn't even know her so well. And for me, like, I'm not really like someone that is really analytical or like see how they are as a person or whatever. I just like, look, I like, bam, you're my partner.
So you have this feeling that drives you to your goal.
Yeah, it's like a gut feeling type of thing.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, well, you must be very flattered, Nastia, that he speaks so nicely about you. Yeah,
of course.
yeah.
Yes.
You started out as dance couple. You made it to becoming world champions also in the dance discipline. And at some point in time, you made a decision to switch to Latin only.
Mhm.
What made you made you make this decision? Because it's such a regretful situation for us as dance fans that you decided to no longer compete in standard.
Yeah. I think it's quite demanding to maintain both programs at like a very high level. So our goal was to win the 10 dance, which we did. And after that, we decided that we want to go with one program, and I feel like our soul is leaning towards Latin more. But we do miss ballroom. We do, like a lot.
Yeah.
We even practice sometimes.
I don't miss Vini's waltz. I think that's the worst dance ever.
Really? Why? Why do you say this?
Because it's repetitive. I don't like the music, and when I look at people dance Vinis, I just imagine how much I was suffering when I was dancing the Vinis waltz, and it's so tough.
We need all the freedom from Latin. That's what I mean.
Yeah, this is true. Although, of course, the Viennese waltz also developed. There is more opportunities to also make it your own. And but I understand what you mean. It's totally different. In Latin, you can fully express yourself in that way. So nice, Igor Golovac.
Thank you.
And Joanne is responding to you. Nice. She wishes you lots of love, and that's
Hey,
I think
thank you.
Thank you.
That's a nice bridge also.
Hard.
Oh, nice. Great.
I didn't know that works.
It's a nice bridge actually, because next to being a very steady couple in Latin dance, you're also a couple in life. So it is. I imagine it can also be complex because you work so hard on the dance floor, and you also need to connect so mature in your love life. Can you share some insights on how you keep so well connected to each other, not only on the floor but especially as people in a couple?
I think we have fun. I think that's the main thing, and I always have like one rule. I mean, I think I've said it on some interview as well, that you should never go to sleep angry. That's like a one rule that more or less we keep.
Okay.
But also, I think another thing is that we try, and I think we do it pretty well, we don't bring the fights from the dance floor, if we do fight, which is kind of rare, to home. Home is the place where we need to rest, we have other things to do, you need to switch your mind onto something else. The work is happening in the dance hall. It's on the floor. Everything that's at home, that's not related to dancing, I think.
Yeah, and I think, well, we've been together for a while already, and I think we know how to cheer each other up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so generally I think like when we do get upset or argue or whatever, one of us is more intense about it. Yeah,
That's cool.
And directly you more or less know like what you have to do. So like I see that she's upset. Okay, maybe I need to give her a little kiss on the cheek. That like just softens it up, or like a hug or a cuddle or something, and then it kind of just mellows out and it fades away.
It's nice.
Well, with him, that doesn't work because this dude you can't touch.
Yeah,
Like,
because for me,
like
when I get upset, I don't want to speak to anybody. So
not even to Nastia.
Not even to Nastia. So because she likes to talk. So
okay, depends. If I'm the
you see it coming up already.
If I am the reason why he is upset, then he doesn't want to speak to me. But
so like let's say during practice we argue, I just want to be alone in the corner, sitting, just be by myself. And at the beginning, she would come up, Winson, come with me now. We have to go talk about it. Then I'm like, I don't want to talk about it. Just let me cool off. Just let me be alone, and then everything will be okay.
Yeah.
Is it only being alone, or is it also reflecting on what you yourself can do differently in the support of Nastia in that way?
That's more or less just being alone, and just calming down. Okay, obviously I would reflect, but it's more like not that what I did wrong, but she was wrong.
Yeah. Always blaming the other, eh?
Of course.
The typical things. It's so nice because Diana, it was one of the previous comments that was on the screen. She asked a question: do you sometimes have difficulties in practice together? And by the way, she says you're such a nice couple and also a heart in the end. So that's nice. Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, of course, like when it's getting intense, or maybe when you're a bit nervous or something, of course you get into the fight. But I don't think our fights are that major that we wouldn't like speak for a day or like things like that, because we hear stories, we know how some other people are practicing. So I don't think that's really our case. We have more like a 5-minute fight maximum. And like it's not that we really disagree on something, it's maybe just like misunderstanding, or like you are probably like, with me it's like I'm always searching for that feeling that I have imagined in my mind, and then if it doesn't happen, that's maybe the time when I would like get upset or something. But like it's nothing major, and I think it's just we are very lucky to match with characters. Because I think that's important for the couple.
So would you say that the match in character is your USP, is your winning point? Does that give you the success that you have already achieved so often in your career?
I think yes, absolutely yes.
I think
it's
because
definitely an
our
advantage.
characters match, that's why we have a good relationship with each other. That's how we communicate well. That's why we've been together for such a long time. And with dancing, I think it's not like a short-term partnership type of thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like a quick, fast result. Yeah, obviously, as couples split, new couples form, but like for us, I think it's always like that slow and steady building up. Like with me, with all the partners I've had, I've never danced, and I've only had 3 my whole career. And my first partner when I just started was 4 years. My second partner was 6 years, and we've been together for 12 years. So
Yes,
I've always had quite long relationship with my partners.
That's very interesting. And how is this for you, Nastia? Do you have the similar experience or similar approach to commitment in a partnership? Because I think it's also part of a commitment that you give, Winson.
For sure. Well, I'm generally a type of person that is thinking long term for anything. Absolutely anything, like Winson would confirm. But I didn't have experience of such a long partnership ever before. Like I had 2 serious partnerships before Winson that actually I would say kind of drove me to the place where I am. So, and those were just 2 years each. So one was in my home city, that the time like I danced with a guy, and that was for 2 years. He was like the champion of the region, and then like I moved to another city, and then I was dancing there for 2 years, and then I moved to Winson. So basically 12 years.
Yeah.
Already.
Actually, one fun fact about my partners: they all started with the letter A.
Really?
All 3 of my partners, they were all blonde and started with the letter A. So my first partner was Amanda, my second one was Anna, and my third one and last one, Anastasia.
Very good, very good.
With A as well.
Yeah, and they both
starting at and finishing.
Yeah.
Nice. But there you also have this similar pattern, huh? You in total 3 partners, you Nastia also 3 partners. So it's very consistent with each other, and how you now also stick to each other already for 12 years. Interesting, because in your surrounding, of course, you see a couple split, separate, go their own ways. One partner retires, other one searches for a new partner, or sometimes people just think the grass is greener on the other side and want to make the switch. If you work with couples that you teach, for sure you see similar experiences happening. How do you support your couples? How do you have the discussions with them that loyalty and commitment really brings the success on the long term? How do you coach the people around you?
Well, in terms of splitting, we never encourage the split. Never. we always try to tell people, like, no matter what's going on, put your things together and stay together. Because it just it's a lot of work that has been done for both, like, kids, and I think that it's not always the smartest decision to split. So you need to see it on the long term. But again, like, we are a long-term people, let's say. Like, we have that vision, we have that way of thinking, like, so that's why we never really encourage that.
Yeah, I think we never, yeah, for sure we don't encourage that, but I think sometimes it's tough, especially with kids, because a lot of times, you know, the kids, they have their own thinking. They think they're adults, so they want to make that decision if they don't get along with their partner, and then the parents get involved, right? So then that's tough to convince. And in Hong Kong, the parents are quite tough with their kids. Yeah, there's tiger moms. Yeah, so they put their kids through a lot of activities. They have pressure from school because it's really tough in Hong Kong here. So it's like stress everywhere around. And then if the parents don't get along with the partner's parents, it's not even that the kids don't get along, but the parents don't get along with each other. That's a problem
But
already.
I think that's not just in Hong Kong like this. I think it's generally a thing.
Parents can be demanding, eh? Yeah. Do you need to switch screen or?
No, just give us one little second.
1 second.
Because we don't want to lose you, of course.
Yes, that's right.
Katusha says always with a smiley. So she likes, of course, that you are just being yourself also in this live stream.
Okay, now
thank you for your beautiful hearts. Thank you. Nice to see.
We're good.
Okay, we're good.
You're back. Perfect. So we spoke already a little bit about your long-term view, your commitment towards each other, and so on. Can you share with us what are your plans for example, the next 3 years? Do you have any specific objectives, any milestones? What do you want to accomplish?
I think we're all working towards the same goal, all the dancers. That's the first thing. But I would not say that we are trying to specify exactly, because you never know. Never know. So the main goal is to improve the dancing. And I think that
it's on the way.
It's on the way, yeah. And we are definitely, we've been always doing that. So we're sticking to that plan forever and ever. But let's see how the life is gonna go. I mean, we will see.
And how is it for you, Winson?
I mean, for me, like, there was for sure the dancing, improving the dancing right now is the most important thing. But obviously, like, result wise and stuff, like, at the moment we are trying not to think about it so much. Because I mean, we've been through that stage where result was, let's say, more important in some sense. Let's say that didn't feel right. And now we're just thinking about the dancing. The result will come, and that's something we can control as well, right? Correct. If at the end people think you deserve it, you will get it. So the most important thing is that the dancing will be good, people will love it and be excited to see us, and then whatever follows will follow. It will come.
Wise words. Yeah, no, it's very nice that you say, because actually then you say that you enjoy really the journey, also the journey of improving, the journey of competing, the journey of pleasing the audience, getting the energy from the audience, that these things trigger you, and not only the end result, what it will bring you. Nice. The question popped on the screen, but it's already gone, so I couldn't read it. Did you guys read it, or? Okay. It's a cosmetical question from Diana. Where do you pay attention when you get a new dress? Yes, tell us about this, because beauty is important as well.
Yeah, beauty is important. And let's say right now, I am the one who is creating my own dresses. So in collaboration with my sister, we are doing this whole project. And for me, yes, it's very, very important. And actually, from the moment that I actually started taking care of it. Like I draw it, I know the whole process, how it's being made, which stones we're going to put, like all of that process. It became so important, and it's like the feeling when you go on the floor in that dress, knowing how much work has been done. Like I think that's like amazing. Like I'm literally waiting for the comps to wear a new dress.
Right.
I mean, besides dancing, like I am like excited for my new look. It's not that I wasn't excited before. Of course I was, but I don't know, maybe now that made me realize how much work it is to
Yeah.
have a new dress. So then yeah.
Maybe because it's more part of you, part of yourself also, because
Yeah.
you are so involved in making it and designing it.
Yeah.
And Winston, does he have any say in it? Do you have any say in what you would
With her
like to do?
dresses, not so much. I mean, I know she has good taste, so for me, like, I trust in whatever she's doing.
Yeah,
Okay.
but we
So,
also kind of
I mean,
like
yeah, we discuss
we
about it.
discuss about this, and we are actually always trying to match like his outfit to my outfit. It's not like that.
Not exactly like matching exactly,
but like style wise, that it would be like you could see relation. Yeah, that
Yeah.
it's not like that he's like super official, like wearing a tie, and I have like I don't know, extremely exotic dress. That doesn't really.
Yeah. No.
So, kind of in that direction.
Nice. It's interesting, because all the details matter. That is so fantastic also to see in the journey of your development. If you look at the technical development, in the ambition that you have to improve your dancing, which priorities do you set for yourselves and for each other, and how do you stick to these?
I think our big priority right now, and has been for the last probably 3 years, is music.
Okay.
We're working on musicality and on learning about instruments and everything quite a lot. I think like there is not even one lesson that we have that goes without actually relating things to the sound.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of a big thing, and I feel like it became in a sense an inspiration as well, because every time I hear the music, and especially like when I'm on the competition, which I never experienced before, I actually hear. It's not just like on autopilot that I am going to dance it and like bash it and not hear. So first now I hear, and then I will relate my movement to the sound that I hear. So I feel like this
Great.
has been a big thing
big
for
part.
us.
Yeah.
I think for
nice.
like partnering for sure is a
for
big
sure,
thing.
yeah.
I mean, right now, like if I don't know if some people have seen our choreographies and how it's been made, everything is in a couple.
Yeah.
We barely, if we do have a side by side piece, it's very short.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the quote goes, "It takes two to tango."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
all our choreographies are in couple.
Yeah, I
with
would say
some sort of hold.
90%, like it's somehow.
And I think for a man, that's super important. How to partner a woman.
Yeah.
And that's a long process. That's tough.
Yeah.
Because dancing with a Russian girl, there's a lot of complaining.
Yes. Strong,
And,
beautiful lady you have. Yeah.
And especially, when you're dancing on the comp, and as a guy, we like energy, we like power, we like to do the things, you get overexcited and you just whack it, and then a little bit out of balance here and there, and
I don't complain so much.
no, okay, it's not so bad.
No, but you say indirectly that partnering skills, but also lead and follow, and how you have the balance with each other in that sense is important to both of you, actually. Because you are very technically skilled, Nastia. If I see you dance and move, and if he gives you too much energy, you get out of balance. So you are very probably, I assume, very strict to him in what you need from him. In his lead and how he partners with you.
Well, yeah, I'm asking for some things, but I wouldn't say that I'm so strict. Like, I mean,
No, okay, you're not that strict.
I'm not that
No?
strict.
Okay.
I'm just nicely asking not to pull me off sometimes here and there.
Yeah. No, that's most important. That's most important. At least you can laugh with each other, you know. So that means that you have fun also together when you practice. That's nice to see. It's really nice to see the energy and the chemistry between the two of you, even also in this interview. Yeah. Um, back to actively competing. WDSF has a beautiful but full competition calendar. What is it that makes you choose for a certain competition or to a certain city? So how do you make your planning, and what is important for you guys?
Mm, the schedule is actually very full, especially I think starting from like April,
End of March.
end of March, April, and then fully till the end of the year. So I mean, like we have some like must comps we have to do, which are, let's say, like Hong Kong rankings. Like these are the things that it's a must. Then
Grand Slam,
all the Grand Slams,
Worlds.
World Cup, all of the official events, and then the rest we're planning accordingly to those events. And of course, like German Open, but that's a Grand
That's a Grand Slam.
So
Yes, Grand Slam. Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, you put centering the Grand Slam and the title events plus your rankings in Hong Kong to be able to go to the Worlds and to the Asian Games and so on. Yeah, nice.
And
Nice.
obviously, we speak to our coaches as well, and ask for events that he needs us to dance or wants us to dance, and then we plan according to that as well.
Of course.
So a few World Opens, and then now plus the WDSF has the new ranking system format, right?
Yeah.
So you need that 3 Grand Slam, 2 World Opens, and 1 international. Let's say for us. Yeah. So then now there's a bigger range of selection.
Yeah.
Because back then, I guess some of the top couples maybe didn't want to do an international Open. They were only doing the Worlds and the Grand Slam to get enough points to be top on the ranking because those gave the most points. Now they must do at least 1 international Open.
Yeah.
So I think that kind of opens up the whole calendar even more.
Yeah, exactly. It provides actually more opportunities for you guys as athletes, but also for organizers and also for, of course, audiences that would like to see also the high-ranked, top-ranked couples in Opens or international Opens or even World Opens. It's great also for organizers. Yeah. If you work with your couples and discuss with them on how they should develop, because I think there is a natural moment as top athlete that you also have different responsibilities and taking care also of the kids that you work with. There is a new WDSF ranking system for rising stars, which also allows couples who are not part of the top 50 when they qualify to enter the Continental Championships or the World Championships. How do you coach them in these new opportunities that the WDSF provides?
I think it's a great opportunity because why not? Like if you have another way of how to make it, yes, for sure, you should go for it. Absolutely, use all the possible opportunities to go for it. Like that's something we would do. Like no matter how hard it gets, we will do.
Yeah, I think it really makes the competitiveness there because like there are some countries that are really strong. That the top 2 couples are, let's say, the finalist or already the semifinals, but the third couple is like
they're really good,
but they never have the opportunity to do a continental championship. So now having it opened up a little bit, they can fight for that place and still get a good result in the continentals.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I think it's great.
Yes, yes. No, we get a lot of positive feedback on this decision because indeed it provides new opportunities. What's I think different, you guys living in Hong Kong, of course, as you know, I'm based in Netherlands in Rotterdam, and here the world of dance is totally different than, for example, in Asia. We have a lot of senior couples here, and they treat dance sport also as if it is the main sport that they do, like you. They take it very seriously. How do you see that trend happening? Do you see also start of this in Asia, or do you, for example, also work with senior couples in your surrounding?
Yeah, we have a few
Yeah, we have a few senior couples.
But
They take dancing quite seriously as well.
Yes.
Obviously, they still have their day job.
yes.
Yeah, so their schedule is quite limited.
Mm-hmm.
Their free time is quite limited, sorry. So, and the Hong Kong work environment is quite intense as well. Yeah. So they try to do what they can. And they do go around Asia to compete, much less to Europe because it's far for them and they need to take days off.
Yeah.
But within Asia, they do compete and they're quite involved in dancing as well. And they want to do good. They want to learn.
Yeah.
So there's not so many senior couples, maybe compared to Holland in Hong Kong.
Yeah.
But I mean, here, I think the environment for dancing, for competitive dancing, is, I think, one of the best in the world.
Really? Tell us
Yes.
about this. Why do you say this?
Because Hong Kong is a very small city. Yeah. But there are a lot of great dancers here.
Yeah.
So the practices we do or some events that we attend, I mean, a lot of great dancers come through
It's
Hong
kind
Kong.
of, I would say, in simple words, it's a point of merging. That's where all different, I would say, even federations, they all meet here, because it's strong for all possible federations here. So, and that's the place of the exchange.
It's like the dance hub, I feel.
Yes, of the knowledge of, even the vibe. Like, I think for the dancers, this is a really, really nice place to be, because you learn from each other, of course. And, I think every federation has something, I guess, what they're like more known for. Yeah. Let's say WDSF, it's a we are athletes.
Yeah.
Where other federations, they don't take it as it's a sport, I would say. So this is also another perspective of seeing how the dancing can be. So, and I feel like based on that, WDSF dancers are developing slightly different skills. Yeah, so it's a different system, so that's interesting, and I think it's a good point of connection, good point of meeting here.
Yeah, it's interesting, because in that sense, you say diversity or different perspectives can also help you grow as athletes, to become even more mature, even more technically skilled in the WDSF system. So it is fantastic that you take all this knowledge and also really show it to all of us. I see on my clock it's already over 30 minutes that we are in conversation.
Oh.
It's such a nice pleasure that we have the conversation like this.
It's really fast.
Yes, really. Anastasia greets you
Hi,
from
Tanya.
Germany.
Hey.
Yeah, well, for sure you will meet in Caviar or in German Open with each other. Yeah. Is there anything that I did not ask you that you want to share with the WDSF community and all your fans worldwide?
Let's say I have a tip for, I mean, I guess it would be different for everyone, but how, let's say, we get the audience or that we vibe with the audience or whatever. I think, like, let's say I spoke to some dancers, and when I asked them, like, what's their persona on the floor, some couples, they go like, they feel like when they're on the floor, they're a completely different person. They're maybe in an acting role. They put a different hat on, so they're a different person on the dance floor and a different person off the floor. For me, like, what works really well is I feel like what I am off the floor is what I am on the floor.
Yeah.
So I'm not trying to have a different, suddenly become very serious and elegant and be someone who I'm not, because I don't feel it. I don't know how to show it in some sense. So I feel like how I am as a person, I'm basically showing that on the floor, and that's where I find the connection. Maybe for someone else, they need to put a hat on and they need to play a role and they're someone else and they feel it on the floor. But for me, I think you have to find yourself and just be real.
Yeah.
That's, I think, a good tip. Be real. Be real.
Be real.
And fun.
And enjoy
For
the
sure.
process.
Enjoy
I
the
think
process, yes.
the process is the best part. not the result, not that final trophy, but the process.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, we've heard so many people saying like, guys, enjoy while you're still dancing, while you're still competing, because when that is over, you're going to miss it, and you're going to like see how much you didn't appreciate this whole road. So definitely having fun on the way and never giving up. It's okay to cry here and there. It's okay to have some different emotions, but never stop, because that's the part of your journey. And just go for it. Go for it.
Great. Well, wonderful words. You speak with great love and passion for dance, and respecting the journey that each and every couple has to make on their own, with, of course, guidance from the experts. Fantastic to conclude our conversation like this. I want to thank you on behalf of WDSF for joining me in this WDSF live talk. Really a big pleasure for me. And I hope to see you very soon. Yeah.
For sure. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much for having us. That was a pleasure.
Likewise. See you soon, guys.
Thank you.
Bye. Take care.
Bye.
Thank you.